Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and you might have seen the 4 cards that I put in the thumbnail floating around on social media and thought, what the heck are these? Well, they're from a 4-card set called Heroes of the Realm. So where can you buy this? Well, you can't. Oh, okay, you can't buy the set, but you're going to pick up the singles though, right? Good luck. I'd estimate their value of bare minimum $5,000, probably on up to $250,000, optimistically. Maybe not these specifically, but Heroes of the Realm is part of a set of cards called Celebration cards, and they're not legal in any format. In fact, this is what the back of them looks like, so they're really not legal. But Celebration cards are ultra limited run, to say the least, and they're only given out to very particular people for very particular reasons. Also, I honestly don't agree with the classification of Celebration cards. I think that that's kind of like a community-made name, not like an official Wizards one, but I don't know. It's more of a classification of cards either way. It includes the 1996 World Champion card, of which there's one, the Shichu Fukujin Dragon, probably not how you say it, card, of which there's one. And like, one was obviously winning the 1996 World Championships. The winner got it, and that's been floating around. I heard he sold it, and they sold it to somebody who sold it to somebody, and whatever. Then the Dragon, I hadn't heard about this till I looked it up, so you got me. But that was the opening of the Japanese DCI Tournament Center in Tokyo, so that's cool. So they like gave them one. It's probably still there, honestly. Then there's the Richard Garfield cards: Proposal, Splendid Genesis, Fraternal Exaltation, and Phoenix Heart. Those were for proposing to his wife, announcing the birth of their first child, their second child, and the card given out at their wedding, I believe. So allegedly there's 9 copies of Proposal in existence, according to the wiki. I thought there was 4, and then he picked the best one and shredded the other 3. Could have sworn that was it, but I think I'm thinking of the World Champion card. Either way, the only, I thought 1, but we'll just say 9, I don't know, he had were stolen, so that's nice. Oh, they're stolen at a tournament. Which, yeah, everything you own is going to get stolen at a tournament. There's real assholes at those. Splendid Genesis, there were 110. I mean, I'm sure some have been lost or destroyed. Same with Fraternal, which there was 220. And nobody really knows about Phoenix Heart. Oh, then there's, I think I forgot to read this one, Robot Chicken, of which there's 6 copies, and it was given to the people that they did a collab with from the show Robot Chicken. So those are the most common Celebration cards, but there is Heroes of the Realm 2017, 2018, and now 2019. A lot of people online are saying that this is the 2018 cards. No, I mean, I think they might be calling them that, but they're given out in 2019, so they're the 2019 ones. I don't really care what anybody says, that's the truth. So these are unfortunately being given out just to particular people that, I guess, helped promote the game or did something really special during the year. Knowing Wizards is just probably the people who shitposted the most on Twitter against toxic white males or whatever. But I can almost guarantee that the Arena one is going to like just about everybody who helped make Arena on that team. So, hey, let's take a look at them. So we've got my favorite, Karis and the Beholder. Let me just real quick sell my house so I can afford this. As if almost anyone getting it would sell it. But I've been waiting, we'll just say 26 years, 25 and a half-ish, since the game was invented, for them to put a Beholder on a card. They finally did it, and it's on a card I can't get. Thanks for that. So in like 2 years, they went from, oh no, Dungeons & Dragons and Magic the Gathering are 2 very separate things, even though they're owned by the same branch of the same company, and they protect their IP and there's no crossover and blah, 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 to like, hey, let's make a Ravnica D&D book. Not to mention all the constant D&D references on cards lately, so it was only a matter of time before they put a Beholder on a card, and it's this one! Why? Well, maybe they'll send one to me. Right after Hell freezes over, and the worst part would be I would have to sell it. I got bills to pay. So anyway, this is a 5-cost blue-white legendary creature Dragon Eye Wizard. Weird. So it's a 120 flyer, okay, and when Karis and the Beholder enters the battlefield and at the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 white human creature token and make a charisma check, roll a d20. Nice. If the result plus the number of creatures you control is greater than 11, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. If the result is a natural 20, for each non-legendary creature you control, create a token that's a copy of that creature. They didn't put what happens if you fail the check, but if you know D&D, you fail and nothing happens. I gotta say, a charisma check with a DC of 11 is like cakewalk. Like, that is so easy. But they also aren't including a base charisma stat. So I don't know if you have to make up your own charisma stat or if you just assume it's 0. They didn't even specify which version of D&D we're talking about here. So, making a charisma check is drastically different depending upon which version you're playing. So pretty cool card, and this is number 001 out of 004, and it just says Heroes. Oh, it is marked as 2018, I think. I don't know. I can't tell what that says. I guess they're given out in 2019 for the year of 2018, but everybody considers these to be the 2019 cards. Even though the set symbol is H18. Whatever. Next up, we've got Optimus Prime, Inspiring Leader. He's got a crazy custom frame there. That is wild, especially the 4 or 5 on the bottom there. And he's a 5 cost red-white Autobot character bot mode. Okay. And if you pay 1, turn target permanent you control to its other face. Oh, I get it, Transformer. And then if you pay 1 for the second ability, until end of turn, Optimus Prime Inspiring Leader becomes a construct with base power and toughness 6/6, and creatures you control gain trample. Roll out! That's what he says, and that's what he does. Oh, and also he's a 4/5, but it never says creature for his type, so that's weird. I assume those are going to certain people at Hasbro because one of their other properties is, of course, Transformers. Next up, coming in with the weird, creepy, evil cult imagery, we've got Soul Advocate Eternal, who is a 4 cost, 4/4 legendary creature Dragon Angel, and it has Legendary Partner. You can have 2 commanders if this is one of them. The other one is promoted to Legendary. Oh, wow, so you can make literally any creature a legendary commander. Wow. We all know the best choice would be Cryptghast. Anyway, it's Flying Vigilance and Teamwork. Whenever you attack or block with both Soul Advocate Eternal and its partners, support 4 and investigate 4 times. Neat. That's a pretty powerful ability, I'm not going to lie. Well, you got the word advocate and pretty much a blatant gay marriage reference on it, so, and obviously the evil cult imagery. All that adds up to, they're probably giving it to all the pervy SJW, LGBTQ plus whatever the hell activists at the company, so, that's great. And finally, we've got the Legend of Arena, which, almost definitely is going to the people who worked on Arena. I can't imagine it wouldn't. So this is a Saga. It's a 3-color, red, white, and blue. Murka, not Jeskai, Murka. And Legend of Arena can be your commander. Wonderful. And the first step and second step are create a 2/1 red human wizard creature token. Spells you cast this turn cost 1 less to cast for each wizard you control. Pretty powerful. And then 3, search your library for a planeswalker card, put it onto the battlefield. Hello. Then shuffle your library. It enters with an additional loyalty counter on it for each wizard you control. Okay, so you just win the game basically. It's old school Tarkir Ugin, boom, win the game. Cool. So this is like the wizard commander right here. Holy crap. This is probably the most powerful out of all of them. That said, this is not legal in any play format at all, but that said, somebody's going to put this in a commander deck and just tell everybody to deal with it. So I think it's pretty cool that they did this. It's a nice thing to honor the employees that really, really helped out. Christmas bonuses would be nice too. But that said, there's a bit of a downside here, all around really. You've probably heard the sayings like have your cake and eat it too, or, water everywhere but not a drop to drink. Yeah, you did something to help. We'll just say Hasbro out financially and amazingly contributed to something, or your project or product was really successful. So here, have this, which is so unique and it's so just for specifically you. It's such an unbelievable honor that you can't really sell it, and it would look really bad if you sold it. But I believe I mentioned what these cards are worth, which there is no value. Anybody says, no, they're not worth this, they're worth this. No, nobody knows what they're worth because they're worth whatever the hell somebody's willing to pay for them at auction, and that changes every auction. I would say with these being the new ones, depending upon how widespread they are and whether the number printed are known, and whether there have been statements from other recipients of them about if they're going to keep them or sell them, because all that could literally double or half the price. Realistically, 5 to 20,000 maybe. I mean, in an auction with a lot of hype, I could see it going for 50 though. $50,000 US. So you got this card from Wizards, and it's like, oh, cool, thanks, it's just for me. And this, it's such a great honor and all that. But you can turn around and sell it and buy 3 cars. But you'd look like a complete ass if you sold it. Wow, what a great gift. And you'd almost need to take out a damn insurance policy on the card, but then good luck proving its worth, or estimating it in any way. Then you'd kind of want to play with it, but you couldn't because it's worth so damn much money. I mean, at this point, you got to wonder if condition even matters, but I did see a Fraternal go for $10K. And that's a $20,000 card, but it was light play, so who knows? I think I've technically seen a Splendid go for like 9,000, so that ain't right either, if you ask me. It's worth more than that. But I guess as a ultra high-end collectible, I guess condition would kind of matter. But if there's only ever been one for sale ever, guess what? The condition doesn't matter. Unless you just in a vacuum care what it looks like. I don't know. I can't get inside the heads of rich people that would bid on this kind of stuff. So wait a minute, Wizards is giving somebody property worth tens of thousands of dollars. I think the IRS might want to hear about that. Oh wait, how would you possibly value these? It can't be done. Like, we know it's not zero. Wizard's statement is, oh, all cards, all singles on the secondary market are worth zero, even though, you know, we all know that's bullshit. So they'd say, no, we just handed a piece of paper. I don't know, it's worth 2 cents. It's paper. Like, what are you talking about? It's paper and ink. And the people would get taxed on income tax or something similar, plus sales tax, if they were to sell it, like one of these cards. But as far as I know, they don't immediately get dinged for receiving this ultra expensive gift on their income tax for 2019 because they just cannot be valued. But we all know the value is like 5 digits. So in my opinion, it's very similar to the judge promos where it's just an absolute outright blatant knowing scam against the IRS to dodge income tax. They don't take kindly to that kind of stuff. But unlike the judge promos where they go out in such a volume and you can find them on the market and it's very easy to value those, these, good luck. So this is one of the more successful income tax dodges that they're masquerading as just, oh, a nice little thank you card from the company for Christmas. Whatever. I mean, the individual could theoretically keep it until they die and then it would just be sold by the estate. And if the card was destroyed, they couldn't really write it off or collect anything unless they had an insurance policy on it, like I said, but good luck getting somebody to value it. Boy, wouldn't that suck? You hold on to it for like a year or 2 or 3 because you figure, okay, maybe 5 years from now if I sold it, everybody would have forgotten and they wouldn't be like, you know, oh, I sold it in the first week after I got it, which would really look bad. So you're waiting, it's almost been like 5 years, you're thinking about selling it, and then your house burns down with a card in it. Oopsies, you just lost like 50 grand. Which you can't collect from insurance in any way, shape, or form. So these cards are also a giant liability if you don't sell them right away. Also, no matter where you sell it, you're going to have to like put your name on it or prove it or say what the source is or, you know, that, what do they call it? The provable trail, the paper trail to prove its authenticity. So in other words, everybody's going to know who sold it because your name and like face will be on it. Otherwise, anytime you go to sell it, everybody will think, well, it's a counterfeit. So that kind of sucks. So yeah, like there's a real big dark side and downside to these cards and receiving them. It's somewhere between actually detrimental to the person's life and an outright illegal tax fraud. But it's still, I mean, a nice gesture. I will say that. They're really cool cards. The art's wonderful. They paid to have that art made. And to single you out at the whole company and give you one of these, like that's pretty cool of them. It's just all the other shit that's wrong with it that really kind of ruins it. But I just think that's kind of funny because, you know, not my problem. I'm not getting one. Just saying. By the way, you should go Google Heroes of the Realm MTG or Heroes of the Realm Wiki or whatever. I'm sure you'll find something not related to MTG. If you don't put MTG in there, I'm sure that's the name of 10 different games and probably several books. But they have done this in 2017 and 2018. I don't know what they were called because they're calling this one 2018, but whatever. But there was some really cool cards like Dungeon Master, love that. Moodo, which is like one of the worst cards ever printed. So go check them out on the wiki page if you want to see what they did in the past. I don't really want to cover every single one here. But I gotta say, just like the holiday promos, which you get those just for kissing Wizard's ass, and those are very widespread and very heavy print run. So they're, you know, $10-$20. These are like if you extremely kiss Wizard's ass and make them money, usually. But in both cases, people tend to have the same reaction, like, oh, here's this cool new thing. They're announcing this new thing. Oh, look at this new thing that everybody posted. That's so cool. I kind of might be interested in that. Oh, nope, you don't get one. A holiday promo? Nope, you can't get one. Oh, these? No, you can't get them. Like, what is that even supposed to do? Now, that said, this was not an announcement page on Daily MTG by Wizards, unlike the holiday promos. But yeah, that's kind of rude too, to just be like, here's this great, awesome new thing. Oh, look at the artwork. Look what it does. What a neat card. And you can't have it. Not everybody responds well to that. I'm used to it. I'm used to not buying cards because they're like $18. It's like, whatever, just another day to me. But Yeah, some people get deeply offended by that for some reason, I guess. Yeah, oh well, another here's a thing and you can't have it to piss you off, I guess. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.